KJ and Lyons, WEEI, a Saturday/Sunday weekend show that feels like it's the middle of the week. We thank you so much for being here. Missed any of the show, the Odyssey app is free. Just type in WEEI and 90 or 93.7 Boston. It'll bring you right here. John, can I reveal the good news to the listeners?
Go on.
Just the same way that the Red Sox played a bottom of the seventh leading, we're going for another quarter hour ourselves. So we're here till about 6:15. So we thank you so much for being here. Let's go to Mike in Hamden. Mike, thanks for calling WEEI. You're on the air.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good, Mike.
Good. Hey, I just wanted to jump in on the discussion regarding Belichick and Butler. There's something that's bothering me about the new coverage of it here, and that is that I distinctly remember at the time that Belichick insisted, when he was asked about it, when he did respond, he said distinctly that it was a football decision made on the decision that he felt would give the team the best chance to win. Clearly, he didn't evade, say, I'm not going to discuss that. He said it was a football decision. So the question in my mind is now, as I'm hearing these accounts that it was personal, is was he lying or is it something in between? In my mind, the only thing that I could think that could thread the needle here is that we know what a control freak Belichick is, and that anything that undermined his authority, he took as something that was threatening the football team. So I'm wondering, did Butler do something that in some way disrespected Bill and that he felt undermined his authority? So in his mind, it was a football decision for the good of the team, but that everybody else could look at as though this was a personal thing between Bill and Butler. That's the only thing that's coming to mind that makes any sense to me.
Mike, thanks for the great call. John.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of a little bit in the middle there, because I think, like Bob Kraft says, it's something personal. Okay, something personal on. But again, there were reports that week. Butler was sick. He didn't come down on the team plane because of that. He didn't practice that well. Him and Patricia got into it in the like there's and even if not all four of those things are true, like if a couple of those things are true, like those are football reasons. So it wouldn't shock me if the real truth was it's a combination of both things. And at the time, like if I'm Bill and it's part personal, part football, I'm not going to tell you it's part personal. I'm just going to tell you it's football, because I think that makes it, at least in the moment, maybe he takes a little less heat. Like, think about it. If he had stood up there after the game and said, "Oh, I didn't play Malcolm because he got on my nerves or something personal," he would have he could have lost his job. Instead, he says, "No, it was football reasons. That's why I did it." As mad as people were, then maybe they could at least say, "Okay, well, he made a football mistake," and it just has a little bit of a different vibe than him saying, "Well, it was football and personal," than if he just says football.
So if you lie to your boss, what probably happens?
You probably get in trouble.
Right.
Not that I would ever lie to Ken Laird if you're listening. I would never tell him a lie.
I have plenty of times.
I never have. I never will.
Okay,
I feel like Ken Laird sneakily knows like karate or something, and if I lied to him, he just
I've never gotten that close to Ken. Yeah. I just remember the first time I met Ken, we were on 20 Guest Street, and I was doing mornings at an R&B station. I said, Ken means handsome one. And it was like an awkward pause, and we were both the only ones that were in the production room at the same time. So I immediately stepped out. I was like, I don't want to seem weird.
Yeah.
But look, Kraft is going to know what's the truth, because if you cut my check and sign it at the bottom, I have to know why you're making a personal decision that's affecting my business. So Kraft would know the truth. Bill Belichick knows the truth. Now, how much money would Belichick lose if he lied to the media?
Nothing.
Not a damn thing. So there's no skin off of your back from withholding the truth, leading you down a different path, telling you that it's one thing, and what are you going to do? So, because if it's a court of law, he's got to tell you the truth. His freedom's at stake. So when he tells us in the media his freedom isn't at stake, his money isn't at stake.